All right, you brutes. It's time. It's time. It's time for a town hall, baby. It is time for a town hall. Y'all don't know what that means yet, but you about to hear it. That's right. It's time for the town hall. Or as I like to call it, the... As I like to call it, the... hold on. I'm cooking. I got an idea. I have an idea. What is up, Noratama Malacrosis Otter Pirate? Hello. We are about to have an assembly of the arcane. How do we like that? See, that's okay. That's first order of business. What's up, Blanimal? What's up, Pablo? Pablo, your deck's today. Your deck is today, Pablo. Are you excited? Patreon EDH games. Okay, cool. We already got ideas. Okay, Patreon EDH games. All right, cool. I like this. Don't worry. So we're gonna call this the I hope you are, Pablo. I hope you are. Watching this rather than working. I love it. What's up, Dion? Oh, let me turn on my fan. There we go. So, okay, everybody. It is time for our first meeting of the arcane. What do we want to call it? I've got the Conclave of Mantle and Staff as an idea I wrote down. The Gathering of Robes. I don't know why I put that one down. We're going to call it the Assembly of the... No, it's because it's kind of supposed to be like a round table. The Ascension of Tomfoolery. Okay. What up, party people? What's up, Relic Prince? Love it, love it. The Geneva Strugglers. Ooh. It's also very good. It needs to still be like something like we meet. It's got to be a meeting. Geneva Strugglers Anonymous? Because I want it to be like old school fantasy. Like meeting of the round table, you know? The Geneva Convention. Yeah. It literally just goes back to being the Geneva Convention. I The melding of the minds. Okay, okay. The melding of the minds. Either way, let's get into the meeting. We'll figure out a name later. But Council of Geneva, it is, Andrew. We'll stick with that. Okay. Order number 1. Why is my camera like? I have so much more. Order number 1. Okay, this is what we're doing. Magic the Gathering. Okay, order decks. Okay, first off, we're gonna have 3 forms now. So new forms. So there's gonna be the monthly regular form for patrons. So this is the one that people on the Discord get. Then there's going to be why didn't that one do the thingy? Okay, whatever. So we have monthly regular subscriptions from patrons. Then we have website orders. And then we have wizard orders. I guess we have 4. And then we have video orders. So whenever one of you guys orders from Patreon, there'll be a monthly regular Patreon form with like the the month on it. So it'll be dated with the month. And then website orders show order number. The wizard orders will be the weekly orders. And the video orders obviously are about videos. You know what I mean? What's up, Hinoko? What is up? A conclave of cognizant sorcery. Ooh. What's up, Carlton? Hey, DefCat. Sadly, I'm away from my laptop, so I'll probably miss a live deck review. I'll try to join later. Gotcha. Excited. Vito. Here, Vito. My cat is downstairs screaming. Oh my gosh. The obvious now. War Crimes Anonymous. All right, I like that. War Crimes Anonymous. I like this. And then Conclave of Cognizant Sorcery. Also very good. So, ordering decks. Are we okay with forms? Have we enjoyed forms? Vito. Here, baby. Are we okay with the concept of a form being sent in order to order your deck? I feel like we've had a very high success rate with forms so far. Like, they've worked out. Okay. Is there anything about the forms we don't like? Oh, how about this? All forms will come with an emailed receipt. Pin forms in Discord. Announce when there are new forms. Like, for the month. So like a form channel in Discord? Yeah, we're cooking. It's happening. Okay. I like this. Solid. Reward tiers. I would like to introduce to you guys some stuff about the Patreon. So let's go on the Patreon real quick. Okay. So membership tiers. Right now. Citizen of the Land. You get access to the private videos. You get access to the Discord. Yeah, Kanan, I need to do the emails. That's what I was writing down. So I feel like this pretty great. I think we're happy with Citizen of the Land. I don't think we need any upgrades to that. Citizen of the Land. Gucci. Nothing wrong there. Right? Citizen of the land, Gucci. We're happy with it. Knight of the Square table. We have 4 people on it. Right now, the only thing they have access to extra is the Q&A. I think for $10. So we'll go to the Knight. I think Knight of the Square table invited to game nights. I think they get invited to the communal game nights. I think that's realistic, right? Right. That's solid. Invited to in game nights. So I think we, for $2, remove the blog access, or the vlog series access removed, because they're already getting a nuts amount for $2. So I think we're giving that to the Knights. Invited to game nights, vlog access. That would make more sense, considering they're paying a considerable amount more money, and those vlogs do take up a fair bit of my time. Okay. Foreign Emissary. They get a deck roast. I think we're happy with that. Deck roasts. That makes sense. So no changes to Emissary. Hey, Malacrosis, welcome to the Kitten Court. Let's go. Ooh, ooh. Yeah. Dukes, this is you guys. This is the big one. Okay, Dukes. What do you want? What are you not receiving currently that you want more of? There are 29 of you. 29 of you. Long overdue. Ah, you're the bomb. Thank you, Malacrosis. Primers for deck submissions. Awesome. Dukes. So adding a guaranteed primer. Oh, how about this? Adding a primer if asked for. So like, will you need a primer? If so, how detailed? And I can make that a question on the form. You know? Because some people will be like, don't waste your time. Some others would be like, I need every detail. Some other people will just be like, hey, just tell me how the combos work, buddy. I think that'll about sum it up. That'll be good. And then I think primers due within 48 hours of receiving deck. Because often I finished 2 of the decks for today this morning. Kanan, what is the Kitten Court? I'm glad you asked. The Kitten Court is the subscription here on YouTube. You get access to my private vlog series, as well as during the stream, you can get an idea you have. Let's say you wanted to look up a card like Space Ballarin. We'll do a hear me out. And then while we're like doing the deck like this, I'll let you suggest a card and we'll do a whole little bit. So on top of getting the private video access, you also get this. Okay, cool. Yeah, Dukes. And then we've got the monthly game night. Awesome. So that's being added. 666. We love that. We love that. Okay. Wizard. This is the people that get weekly decks. Does that cover the patron members? So I have no way to link the two. I'm asking Patreon if it's possible, but the idea is YouTube subscribers get specifically like benefits on the stream versus Patreon just gets access to everything. That's the only difference. If I can link the two, that'd be sick. But I don't know how. I don't know if YouTube has that functionality with Patreon. So for Wizards, we've got so you have a new forum coming, and then what else? Oh, early project access, early project and video access. Right. Because I have a project coming out in October. That's big. We're going to be showing it to you because today is the Council of Geneva War Crime Anonymous Conclave of Cognizant Sorcerer Town Hall meeting. That's what we're having at the moment. Then we're going to get into decks. But at the end of our little town hall here, I have a full 2-minute animated video to show you guys. So get hype. Okay. So Wizards, big. Please keep all the names and just keep adding. Okay, fair enough. And then we have Archmage. So Archmage has a new form coming. That's about it. Wizards and Archmage are like in the same category. It's just one gets weekly videos and the other one gets video made monthly. There's going to be a new mega tier coming. So this mega tier gets weekly decks, a video every month, and then they receive a merch package signed every month. So DefCat, merch? What merch are you talking about? We haven't seen any merchandise. Well, chat, it's time. Kage no I did not ask for this. In fact, they haven't never asked for anything. I've simply offered, and they've been like, "Woo!" Okay, chat. Okay, chat. Here we go. We're about to start. Let's get into this. Let me get up. All right, DefCat MTG folder. Everyone, I would like you to be introduced to... Oh, gosh, that's the tinier GIF. Where's the full-size one? There we go. I would like to introduce y'all to some of the new art we got coming. Do we like it? Duke's suggestion, is it possible to get clarity on when a deck is planned? Oh, Queen, yes, that was a part of what we were talking about today. Yes. Calendar with dates for when you are on stream. That is also meant to be added there. My bad. Yeah, that is also new. Okay, the first one we got. There you go. And then, oh, I didn't download one of them. Let me grab the other. Hold on. Where is the artist? There they are. Okay. Download. Boop. Copy. Cut pictures. DefCat MTG folder on my very unorganized computer. Where are you? There it is. Stickers, animations, GIF. And now, ready? It's it's a little deaf cat. He's aww. I like this one. This one is cute. Also, that cut off my dang music. Let me fix this. Oops. Where my music at? There it is. Boop. All right. The next one. Everyone, you've been asked. So this is the Hear Me Out GIF. Everyone's been. Remember we were talking about getting a Hear Me Out GIF done, right? Pretty good. Also, I lost you guys in the. What happened? There we go. The heck? It's like, what happened to my chat? Why can't I see it anymore? When I click on it, I can see everything. But when I click away, it don't work no more. Huh. Filters, properties, chroma key. Select color, pick screen color. What in the world? Huh. How do I... Hey, Dev, saw your newest vid about the goading commander. Do you think Thantis the Warweaver would be a good alt commander? Oh, yeah. I mean, it doesn't fit the aura farming thing we were talking about as much, but it's still really good. I think it's a really good one still. I don't know why I can't see the chat. When I click on the chat, I can see the chat. Then when I click away from the chat, I can't see it. I guess... Is there a way to change the background color of my chat cutout? Strange. Strange. Good morning, y'all. All right, we're just going to turn off the filter on that so we can just see chat above my head, and then we'll fix the weird cutting thing it's doing later. I don't know why it looks like that. There we go. Okay, that's fine for now. Anyway, okay, guys, back on call here. So this is the hear me out emote with the gavel. Now, here's our next one. Boom. Geneva suggestion. Geneva suggestion. It's pretty cute. I like this one. All right, number three. Number three, everybody. Number three. We got more. We got DefCat bless up, baby. We got the amens. We got DefCat amen in here, baby. Let's go. Baki, I will be streaming on Twitch starting next week. So it'll be split YouTube and Twitch soon. Yeah. So now we got our amens. Boom, boom, boom. Very good, very good. Okay, chat. We got more. More has been accomplished. So all these will now be badges as well. So we're going to have them as emotes on the channel. And now for the big reveal. The big one. Actually, you know what? We'll start with the smaller ones. You know what? Let me get the other ones up here. Hold up. Let me open up my email and grab what the artist sent me. All right. So I hired an official Magic the Gathering and Dungeons and Dragons artist to make art for the channel, y'all. That's right. Y'all, I would like to introduce you to our first art for the channel. This is going to be on a shirt and on a poster. It is Black Mana. It's also going to be a token. Yeah, baby. How we feeling? How we feeling about this? We liking this one? Yeah, this is Black Man. It's got to be hardcore. Yeah. Feeling pretty happy with this one. Okay, here's the next one, guys. So, we got black done. Of course, of course we had to do white. We had to do white next. So what better? Oops. Let me get the art up here. Here it comes. Here it comes. Boom, baby. Boom. Oh, you have 6 total colors because we got to have colorless too. Do you like it saying white at the top? So you can see the name? This will be available without the name, without the words too. So we got white and we got black. Green is being currently done right now. That's the next color coming. Oh yeah, dude. The shirts are going to be nuts. And the shirts are going to be like this. I'm going to have a washed version. Like it looks like a gym shirt. And then a nicer one. Yeah. So what this is going to be for is it's going to be a Wooburg token system. Where you have every color plus colorless. So whenever you float mana, like you cast Dark Ritual. Yeah, the same artist is doing all of them. The same artist is doing all of them. Or this right here. I've commissioned 4 different artists for this project. Let me pull up the next one for you guys. Okay. And next, boom. We're doing an entire series of comedy tokens of me doing really dumb poses and really funny things. This was the first commission and this was a test commission. So this was just me like checking out the artists to see if they would do good work. They obviously did. What is this? Is this a bard token? Because those don't exist. I was going to call it a 1/1 wizard. Yeah, literally all the poses are just aura farming. That's the idea. But what should we call these ones? You know? The next thing I want to do with this artist is, oh, a 1/1 hero. A 1/1 hero. I love that. Yeah. Yeah, also definitely worth wandering. Minstrel. Wizard of the Rift. Oh, that's really good. I was thinking about doing this. So you know how on Moxfield, whenever you share a deck, you get a QR code? I was gonna get me like in a cool art of the deck. So like me like riding AC, the giant serpent, you know? And then that would be the front of the card, and then the back would be the QR code to the deck list. So then I can like hand out decks to people. I can be like, hey, you want a Magic deck? Here you go. So that's another idea. That one's not planned yet, but it's an idea. Okay. Is everyone ready for the really, really big reveal? Like the big reveal. Here comes the big reveal. All right. I'm going to full screen this. I'm going to turn the music. Ladies and gentlemen, I present to you Death Cat Productions' first full animation and video series. I present to you... Oh, wait. I'm on the wrong folder. Hold on. Pause. Technical difficulties. Wrong video. Open with movies, media player. Okay, there it is. Okay. This is not the full resolution, so this is a downscaled resolution. We are upscaling it currently. Do not worry. But I would like to present to all of you DefCat Animations full first animated thingamajigger. Animation change. He's shuffling. Right? Shuffling. Oh, I think he shuffled enough. He's ready to start putting down some playtest hands. Oh. Now he's gonna check out what he got. Okay, chat. Not only did I hire an animation team for this, which I worked with them. I helped do the sketching and preliminary art for this. Guys, it's not just that. I wrote an entire album to go along with this that'll be coming out. So there is an entire full new album of music coming out that I wrote. And I'm going to play a little bit of some of the music for you guys real quick from the album. I'm not done producing it yet. Let me pull up the next one. All right. Okay, everybody, get ready. So let me know what you think. You're listening to the first song on the album. What we thinking? How we liking this? Yeah, I can release the stems. Okay, so then if we want, I have other music that is like in the running to be on this stream. If we would like, I have some more like intenser projects that I've worked on that are unreleased, that are up for this. So we've got stuff like this. I'll skip into it. So we've got like kind of that vibe going on. But yeah, I got a ton of music I've worked on. Just so you guys know, when I worked at a record label, I currently have 483 unreleased songs that I officially have license to again. So we've got a lot I can release. A lot of it's boring stuff for like the company. So like it's not that interesting, don't worry. But in general, I have a lot of music. I'm going to be going through it. So that's currently that. But yeah, it's a lot of music. Yeah. I will be releasing all of the music to the Discord. So if you're on the Discord, don't worry. You're going to get all of it no matter what. But this concludes our little town hall. What's up, Wacky Pizza Man? If you missed it, guys, if you're joining the stream late, we just revealed all the new art, the new merch, stuff like that. That'll be out soon. So you can go back and stream later and check it out. But in general, this is what's next. This is all coming in October with a large merch drop. But thank you guys so much for sitting through our first town hall, everybody. Thank you. Thank you very much. It is time to show you guys your decks. Let's get into the decks today, y'all. Let's get in. Let's first off, let's fix what commander is currently being brewed. Let's get that up. It's okay, Tyler, don't worry. You can definitely go back and even respond to things from the meeting in the Discord, and it'll be just as good as if it was live for you. But our first deck of the day is Hope. We're going to be going over some life gain mill combo jail shenanigans. Yeah, combo jail. Yeah. Hope y'all ready for this. This is insane. This is for Scott. So Scott, thank you so much for ordering a deck. Y'all, if y'all don't know this commander yet, let's get into it. Hope as theme. Life link at the beginning of your end step, each opponent mills X cards, where X is the amount of life you gained this turn. Well, I was asked to commit some war crimes with this, and I'm going to tell you the two cards, and then the one I added that they said was a must include. It's their pet cards. So their first pet card was Eye of the Storm, a 7-mana enchantment that says whenever a player plays an instant or sorcery card, remove it from the game. Then that player copies it for each instant or sorcery card removed it from the game with Eye of the Storm. I am telling you right now, Eye of the Storm, 100%. 100%. This is so much fun. If I was ever going to put it in the deck, or in a deck, this is the one you'd put it in. It's disgusting. The next card that was asked for was Hive Mind. Whenever a player casts an instant or sorcery, each other player copies it. So, seeing these two cards in here, you had to put Forced Fruition in. Whenever opponent plays a spell, that player draws 7 cards. We're milling out the table with our commander. They're going to draw themselves out of a deck. They're going to be unable to play cards because there's not enough cards left in the library. So, this deck's all about milling. We've got Brewback. Brewback is going to allow us to mill twice what we mill our opponents. We have Quain. Quain allows us to draw all of our opponents a card, and you gain a life for each one, meaning at the end step, they'll be milling. So Quain is basically our backup commander. We love Quain. If anything, if you would like, you can actually play Quain as your commander and leave Hope in the commands, or and in the 99. It's interchangeable. It's awesome. Next, because this is an evil deck, we are obviously going to be running Grand Arbiter Augustine. Our white and blue spells cost 1 less to cast, and it makes all of our opponent's spells cost 1 more to cast, generically. But, now, this deck has a lot of good card draw. We have Esper Sentinel, meaning if our opponents don't pay what Esper Sentinel's power is whenever they cast a non-creature spell, their first one per turn, you get to draw a card. We have Archivist of Ogma. When anyone searches their library, you draw a card and you gain a life, which triggers, you know it, our commander. We have a lot of ways to draw in this deck, and so I decided to include Drogskull Reaver. Drogskull Reaver is a 7-mana creature. It says double strike, flying, lifelink, and whenever you gain life, draw a card. Meaning, Archivist of Ogma now draws you 2 cards, which is pretty nasty. Quain now draws you 4 cards. Pretty crazy. So yeah, we love Drogskull Reaver. Absolutely nasty in this deck. Roaming Throne, as we do want to make sure our creatures as well as our commander trigger twice. So Roaming Throne will have our creature type that we choose, which will be human, I believe. Yeah, human. Most of our things that trigger are humans. It'll allow them to trigger twice. We have Sarah Ascendant, a 1-mana flying 6/6 with life link. So we have a turn 1 play right off the bat that pressures life totals, draws us cards due to other cards in the deck, as well as mills people out. Very good. We stuck in Y'shtola Rule, as I know that you love Final Fantasy, Scott, so I wanted to include as much as I could. Yes, Sarah Ascendant's a very old school card. So, Mads, I want you to enter the mind of a regular Magic player for a second. Think of yourself as a normal human being. I know none of us here are, so it's okay. We're all weird. Back in 2011, I started playing Magic. This was in the first set I ever played. And when I played Magic, nobody played Commander. It was a very niche, funny, for fun game. Like Commander was not the main way we played at all. Maybe like 5 to 10% of players played Commander. What everyone was playing was Standard. Back then we called it Type 2. It wasn't even called Standard. And so, well, in 2011 it was called Standard, but for a while it was just called Type 2. So this card effectively said if you gain 10 life, it turns into a 6/6. Because in 60 card Magic, you only have 20 life. So no one was thinking about Commander when this was designed. Like, when around the time this card was actually functionally designed in like 08, 09, Commander was just becoming a thought. Like, Magic was beginning to think of the idea of pre-constructed decks. So they did not consider Commander at all when designing Magic cards. That's why this card's insane. It's effectively breaking the game. It was never meant to be like this, you know? This wasn't something the makers of the game wanted. It ended up working out due to the popularity of Commander. I'm also going to fix the chat so it's a little bigger. There we go. Okay. Next up, after all the generic draw engines and stuff like that we have in this deck, we have our first combo. Everyone knows I love this combo. Teferi, Master of Time, and Displacer Kitten. Kitten says whenever you cast a non-creature spell, exile up to 1 target non-land permanent. We will cast our Soul Ring and or our... Yeah, so we cast Soul Ring, and then we -3 Teferi to put it back into our hand. It says return up to 1 target artifact. So we return the Soul Ring to our hand, we draw a card. When we cast the Soul Ring, we will flicker Teferi with Displacer Kitten, meaning Teferi will re-enter with 4 loyalty counters on it, and you're able to activate him again. You can now infinitely play and replay Soul Ring due to Displacer Kitten and Teferi and draw your entire deck and win the game. Our combo number 2, Heliod Suncrown and a Walking Ballista. So, Heliod Suncrown says, as long as your devotion to white is less than 5, Heliod is not a creature. He is indestructible when he is a creature, and indestructible is an enchantment. Whenever you gain life, put a +1/+1 counter on target creature or enchantment. So, you pay the 2 mana to activate Heliod, and you give Walking Ballista lifelink. When you activate Walking Ballista, by removing a +1/+1 counter, you will deal 1 damage to an opponent. It has lifelink, meaning when you deal 1 damage and you get the lifelink, Heliod will put a +1/+1 counter onto Walking Ballista, meaning you can infinitely remove 1/1 counters and gain 1/1 counters and kill the table. Combo number 2, Painter's Servant. Y'all, yeah, a lot of you might not know this one. This might be new to some of y'all. Vito, here, baby. My cat. My poor cat is yelling in the corner in the house right now. Vito, come here. I don't think he knows where I am. I think he's like, oh, Dad. How many of you know the Painter Servant combo before I start? Vito. Come here, baby. I see him. He's staring at me. Any of you guys know this combo? Come on. Here, Vito. Everyone loves seeing the cat on stream. Come here, dude. You're okay. I think my cat's being shy. There you go. Hey, buddy. Come on. I'm just eating a cracker. Come here. There you go, buddy. Now come this way. Come on. So, sorry, messed it up. Painter's Servant says all cards that are not on the battlefield, spells, and permanents are the chosen color in addition to the other colors. So, what you do is you tap the card Grindstone. You pay 3 and tap it. Target player mills 2 cards, and if they were the same color, you repeat the process. And because Painter's Servant makes all cards into the same color, Grindstone plus it instantly mills you infinitely. Correct. We are also running the man lands for the Book of Exalted Deeds. That is our next combo. Which man land did I add to this one? Oh, I don't think I had chosen which man land I was adding yet. I need to. But yeah, what we're going to be doing is we are going to be enchanting target creature, which is going to be one of our lands, and Book of Exalted Deeds will attach to a land. Then the Book of Exalted Deeds says it gives a counter. You can't lose the game and your opponents can't win the game. Pretty great. Importantly, Painter's Servant also makes the land that color too. Yep, exactly. Still works on lands. Yeah, it's probably going to be Mutavault, most likely, Hinoko. We have like 10 basics, so it'll be really easy. I believe this was a bracket 4 commission. Yeah, I'm almost positive this was a bracket 4 commission. So this is supposed to be like all out, as dirty as I can make it. Okay. Our next combo. Brewback, the Grand Delinquent, and Maddening Cacophony. Oh, is this the old? I think I pulled up the old version of the deck list without Mutavault and stuff. Yep. So Brewback says whenever someone mills, they mill twice that. Oh, sorry for the question in chat. 8-bit Outcast, how dare you? Oh, how awful. I just got into stream. Is this the first deck? Yes, this is the first deck, but 8-bit, we had a town hall meeting at the beginning. You don't want to miss it. Definitely go back and watch it. We unveiled some pretty cool stuff. So Brewback says, whenever someone mills, they mill twice that. Maddening Cacophony says, if it's kicked, instead each opponent mills half their library rounded up. Meaning if you have Brewback out and you kick Maddening Cacophony, you will instantly mill the entire table and win. Number 2, or I think we're on like combo number 6 or something in this deck at this point. The last one is our Commander plus Beacon of Immortality. It's a double target player's life total, shuffle Beacon of Immortality into your library. So when However, Beacon of Immortality doubles your life total. It's considered life gain. Now, this deck has a lot of ways to gain life, including the Commander. So we should be at like 50, 60 life by the time it's turn 6. And then Hope will then mill our opponents for like literally 60 cards. But on top of this, we probably milled them 10 or 20 cards by turn 6 as well, just from the Commander itself. So, yeah, that normally wins the game. I could have put in one more combo, but I didn't. I might as well. Why not? I'll include it. I have another one. I'm just a wacky boy. Why not? Well, let's put in the 9th combo. Why not? Why not? Let's add Retraction Helix to the deck. So, Valley Floodcaller. You may flash in all non-creature spells. Also, this has flash. Then, you cast Retraction Helix. It says until the end of your turn, target creature gains, tap, return target non-land permanent to its owner's hand. Just like our previous combo, where you infinitely cast Soul Ring, Valley Floodcaller will also allow you to infinitely cast Soul Ring. When you make that infinite mana, as long as you have Blind Obedience out. Oh, it's not Blind Obedience. Oh, it'd be Authority of Consuls. Sorry. Oh, it does have Extort. Sorry, yeah. As long as you have Blind Obedience out, I was right. We're good, guys. As long as you have Blind Obedience out, you can use this Extort ability. So the Extort ability has been shortened here due to this version of the card. But what Extort says is you can pay white mana to drain the table for 1 life every time you cast a spell. Since you have infinite mana and you can infinitely cast it, you can infinitely extort the table and kill them. There you go. So, I've explained enough of the deck. Let's play it. Let's get over to the Mox field. Let's show you guys what this deck's up to. So, in our first turn, we have Painters. So, we have half a combo. We have a counter spell. We have Archaeomancer. This hand's bait. It's just half a combo. Yeah, Mox Amber would work there too, Tyler. Yeah, our Mox Amber would work as well. So we have Soul Ring, half a combo, a counter spell, and Quain. We do not have white mana available to cast this or our Commander. I don't know. This is risky because we don't have the white mana. Let's say we took this. This would come in tap turn 1. Turn 2, Soul Ring, Academy Ruins, Painter's Servant. Meh. Actually, we could have done that turn 1, and then this would be our turn 2, and Conqueror's Flail would be out. Nah. Turn 3, yeah, still no white mana. Yeah, that's what I thought. That was a bait hand. We don't like that. City of Brass, Path to Ancestry, Draineth Mystical Tutor. Ooh, okay. All right. Let's cook. What instant or sorceries did I put into this deck that are good enough to keep this just off of Mystical Tutor? Let's look at the deck real quick before I make a decision on this hand. Let's look at the deck. So let's go to Moxfield. Rehab, and we're on Scott's deck. Boop. Okay. What instant or sorcery would it be worth? You got Windfall. Actually, yeah, Windfall with the mana drain backup. Yeah, that's pretty good. Yeah, Tyler, it doesn't work with the Soul Ring. Yeah, I meant like you could then infinitely flicker any other rock that creates mana with a color. Absolutely. Yeah, Fuzzy, you absolutely, depending on your pod, would like to. Altar of the Brood. Ooh, good, hear me out. Good, hear me out. Let's get it up. I love it. Altar of the Brood. Oops. So, Altar of the Brood says, if I could spell... Whenever another permanent you control enters, each opponent mills a card. That would also be very good. I agree with Altar of the Brood being in here. Absolutely. 10 out of 10. That would make a lot of the infinites even easier. Totally agree with that inclusion. Okay. So, turn 1, we draw. We do a Path to Ancestry, tapped. And then on the next turn, Mystical Tutor on upkeep. And actually, I guess we could have... We'll say we did it on the previous turn with Manamo. No reason to make that any more frustrating. Boop. And then... Oh, whoop. Wrong. My bad. My bad. Wrong scene. And then we go get Windfall. That goes on top of library, and we draw it for turn 2. Boonk. We'll play Inventor's Fair. No, City of Brass. Bing Bing, our commander. Actually, Draineth. And then on turn 3, land Windfall. So we discard our hand. And then we'll say someone had 6 cards. Cool. Very good. Very good. Next turn, we've got Esper Sentinel, and we have Hope. Next turn. Okay. Nice. Nice. Journal. Swing in, mill people for 2. Upkeep of the next turn, everyone would mill 5. We have 2 halves of 2 combos here. And then do we have an enchantment we want in our from our graveyard? No, so Hall of Heliod's not helping here. Oh, and then we also most likely Hear Me Out is blocking. Yeah, sorry about that earlier. A Chroma's Will, yeah. So this deck fishes for wanting a 2-part of a combo, and then the ability to go get it. That is the biggest part about this deck that is central to doing the mulligans. This one's, I like this hand a fair bit. It is on only 2 lands though, so it makes it harder. Let's try a second 7. Land. Ooh. All right, boys. It's time. It's time. We got a good hand. Urza Saga turn 1. Turn 2. We're going to be doing our island. And then we can cast Maddening Cacophony. Everyone mills 8. That's fine. We like that. Next turn, Saga goes away. We go get a Soul Ring. Boop. Flooded Strand. We go get our Hollowed Fountain. And then we cast our commander. Next turn. Reliquary Tower. Swiftfoot Boots. Attack. And then... Oh, they don't need it yet. And then we can cast Valley Flood Collar. We'll gain 2 life. Bing, bing. And then our opponents will mill 2. And then on turn 5, at any moment, y'all, any moment, we can cast Beacon of Immortality at flash speed with Valley Flood Collar. And instantly mill the table. It'll be a 44. That's pretty fun. That's pretty fun. It's not the fastest deck in the world, so they may want to put in some fast mana if they have the budget for it. They said they were on a budget, so I couldn't go too hard. But that's pretty fun. That's hilarious. I like that. That's awesome. That's pretty fun. Cool. Yeah, the deck does what the deck was ordered to do. Success. Ah. All right. Who's our next deck? Who's on board? Samuel with Commader. Let's check this out. Sam, let me read what you sent me. What did you want in your deck? Man, this cracker's hitting the spot. I wasn't talking about myself. I was eating a cracker. Samuel, you asked me for, and I quote, let me get this out here. You asked me for, and I quote, a Simic Merfolk's Matter deck heavily featuring Merfolk tokens. Your budget was $400, but I can ask you to do a few proxies. Good. Perhaps a deck list for this. Yes, Mads. If you go to the Patreon for $2, you get access to the Discord, and you get all the deck lists there. So, your ideal date is a walk in the park, and your preferred coffee order is a French vanilla. Mad respect. So, Commader, Tyrant of Orzaka. Tap another untapped Merfolk creature you control. This creature cannot be blocked. Tap 3 untapped Merfolk you control. Draw a card. Tap 5 untapped Merfolk you control. Put a +1/+1 counter on each Merfolk you control. So, we got two things. The Night Tier. Yeah, the Night Tier is pretty great. Yeah, absolutely Noritama. Okay. So. Oh yeah, Mads, the deck list will be posted by the owners in the deck list discussion. You know what, Mads? How about this? I'm going to start a mega thread for that. That way you guys can get access to them. I could do that. Okay. So, why this commander? Why are we building it? What's the point? They love Merfolk. So I wanted to include the most iconic Merfolk first and foremost before we did anything or talked anything. So, who are the most iconic Merfolk? Master of the Pearl Trident. Other Merfolk get +1/+1 out of Island Lock. Lord of Atlantis. All Merfolk get +1/+1 and have Island Walk. And then I wanted to include the original, the OG big boy up in here. Do y'all know which one I'm talking about? Yeah, that's right. Thrasios. When Thrasios came out in 2014, everyone was like, Merfolk and Commander? And then we got Exelon and Merfolk got expanded. So awesome. I also picked my favorite arts for each one in foil. So enjoy that within this deck. Let's talk about the spicy cards. So first off, some spicy art. We have the anime versions from Jumpstart. I made sure to find all those for you, so it looked good. Mass Vandal counts as a Merfolk due to them being a shapeshifter. We did keep Eternal Witness into the deck, just in case, as I wanted to keep the deck from getting blown out. And then we added some of the new cards like Tashana's Tidebinder, Tribute Mage, and Vidalian Hexcatcher to keep this deck up to date. And on top of all this, is this my updated version of the list? Hold on. Ah, there we go. That was not the updated version of the list. I was confused for half a second. Awesome. Yes, there is a vanilla 1/1. That is correct. But I meant like in Commander, like what people played. Oh yeah, the professor will be very happy with this. I can tell Brian later. So I added Crater Hoof Behemoth as a, hey guys, we still need to make sure this deck does the thing. I do not know why Drift Phantasms is in this. Strange. Outside of this, we also have some of the new ones, such as Mindspring Merfolk. So it allows us to pay X blue, draw X cards, and put a +1/+1 counter on each Merfolk we control. So we have some new stuff like that. Pretty fun. Yeah, Crater Hoof, because this deck is going very wide. That's why. And then I also added Allosaurus Shepherd. Did I? No, I did not. Okay, good. I was like, why would I have done that? Did I? I did not. Good. Okay. Now we have the Dramatic Reversal combo. So Dramatic Reversal plus Isochron Scepter will infinitely tap and untap our creatures. And then using our Commander, it will allow us to tap 5 to put an infinite amount of plus encounters on each one. And you can swing in for infinite. If we're big enough, Crater Hoof should also end the game. And then due to the ability to make so much mana in this deck, I included Finale of Devastation. Where is it? It's in our sorceries. Where is our Finale? Oh, there's 99 cards in the deck. I wonder what card's missing. The only sorcery, Finale of Devastation. So this is a tutor as well as a way to pump all the creatures. Very easy way to end the game. I included Legolas's Quick Reflexes to save your commander and untap some things. I included Muddle the Mixture in order to go get our combo piece. Herald's Horn, Sapphire Medallion, in order to make our creatures cost less, because most of our creatures are blue. Cryptolith Rite, because I wanted a low land count for this deck, and this allows us to make a lot more. Hear Me Out, Eulage the Shoreless Sea. I love it. I love it. See how many of y'all know this card. I love this card. So this allows when Eulage Power Toughness, you go to the number of islands you control. Whenever Eulage attacks, put a flood counter on target land. Slowly, you will make everyone have an island, and you'll have island walk. Easy peasy. And then also it allows us to cast some of our stuff for cheaper. The first instant or sorcery spell you cast is blue less to cast for each land you control with the flood counter on it. We love that. Big suggestion. Love it. In the deck. Bonk. Love it, love it, love it. Obviously, we're going to run Deep Root Pilgrimage. It says whenever one or more Merfolk you control become tapped, create a 1/1 Merfolk token with hexproof. Now, this is, the banger. This is the big boy card. This combo's so freaking hard with our commander. This is a snap keep card in any hand because our commander taps Merfolk for us, making us an insane amount of Merfolk. And guess what else? It says create a 1/1 Merfolk token with hexproof. It doesn't say tapped, meaning once you have 5 Merfolk, you can officially go infinite. Boom. Tap 3 of your Merfolk. Make 3 Merfolk. Draw a card. Do it again. Just keep tapping. Amazing card. Amazing card. Now, I put in some fun cards. This is just evil. Lurking Predators. Whenever an opponent casts a spell, reveal the top card of your library. If a creature card is put onto the battlefield, otherwise, you may put that card at the bottom of your library. So when any of your friends cast a spell, you go, hey, beautiful creature! Boom! Just instantly. Like the second anyone casts a spell, you just go. Just hit him with the stink eye. I think I'm going to flip the top card of my library there, boss. Very fun. And everyone just goes, what the whole time. It's great. It's beautiful. Yes, Quest for Renewal. Whenever a creature you control becomes tapped, you may put a quest counter on it as long as there are 3 or 4 more. Untap all creatures you control during each of their player's untap step. Yep, Fuzzy, the higher special. Absolutely. Our next 1-card combo is Intruder Alarm. It says creatures don't untap during their untap steps, but it says whenever a creature enters the battlefield, untap all creatures, meaning whenever we find any of our Merfolk that make tokens, we can go infinite. So, let's play test the deck. Let's show it off here. Let's show it off. So we don't have any blue in this hand. So this is an instant no. Boom. We have an island. We have a blue. We have a command tower. We have a Merfolk. We have half a combo piece. We have a tutor. We have another Merfolk. I think we like it. I think we like it. It's pretty good. Pretty good. Draw a card for turn. We'll do our command tower as our first. Actually, a lot of things do care about islands, so we'll cast an island. Why not? All right, we have an island. Now, what would we like to do with this island? Let's think about this for a second. We have Mystical Tutor, or we have Curse Catcher. This is a Merfolk. We want to play Merfolks. This is a way to go get an instant sorcery. I think we can safely say we're going to be able to poop out our Merfolk later, especially since they're going to cost less due to some cards. So we want to cast the Mystical Tutor right now. So we cast Mystical Tutor. And now we're going to go look for an instant or sorcery that we like. We already have Dramatic Reversal in hand. So let's see what other stuff we can get into here with the instant or sorceries. What do we got? What do we got? Flare of Denial. Nice. That would actually be pretty sick. I think this is a responsible choice. So we're gonna put this on top of our library. Cool. We have backup now. Now we will cast our Merfolk Trickster. This will allow us to tap down our opponent's stuff. Love it, love it, love it. Next turn, we would like to cast 2 Merfolk. So a Vidalian, Hexcatcher, and Curse Catcher. The reason we did not... Oh, wait, actually, we definitely want to do Deep Root Waters. Never mind. So here's the thing, guys. Here's the thing. We don't want to cast this commander first because he gets good once we already have Merfolk. So remember that. Managed to get back home finally. What's up, Carlton? What's up? So we play this out. Watch this turn 4. Watch how insane this turn 4 is going to be. So we get to cast Curse Catcher, make a 1/1 Merfolk, bonk, and then we get to cast our commander, make a 1/1 Merfolk, and now we can tap all 5, put a +1/+1 counter on all of them because we don't need to draw a card right now. We're happy with what's in our hand. Ooh. And, wow. And we get Cryptolith right. And we have Dramatic Reversal. Okay. Wow. Okay. So we tap blue for Vidalian Hexcatcher. We make another Merfolk token. So we got a lot of Merfolk on the screen, as you can see. By the way, is Hackball a non-bow in this deck? Good question. Good question. Let's look at that. Let's look at that. Hear me out. Hackball. At the beginning of your combat in your turn, each Merfolk you control explores. Whenever Hackball of the Surging Soul attacks, put a land card. Yeah, it doesn't do what we need to do. We're looking for cheap Merfolk. We're looking for cheap Merfolk. So, turn 5, we have our command tower and our Boseiju open currently. And then we have enough mana to cast Cryptolith Right, which I think is the right call. So we cast Cryptolith Right. Now, all of our creatures have tap to add mana. So, first thing we're going to do is tap the ones that can't be tapped immediately. Oh, thank you. Scene. God, I got to get better at this. Thank you, guys. So we tap these 2 creatures to make 2 mana. And then we tap all 5 to put another +1/+1 counter. So all of our Merfolk are now +3/+3 already, just from what we've done. Then we Dramatic Reversal. Bonk, 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 bonk. All of them come back, and now we're out of things to do. So we are going to draw a card. It is an additional. Oh, okay. Oh, we need another Merfolk to play this one. Dang it. As additional cost to cast it. So we're going to tap 3 more. Draw. Hope we get a Merfolk. We do. We're going to tap 2 through Cryptolith Right. Silver Age Adept. And then that'll make another Merfolk. Bonk. So, yeah, this deck wins next turn. All of our creatures are now +6/+6. We cast the Merfolk. We make another Merfolk. We tap them through that. Plus one, plus one. Yeah, so now we have a total of 7, 14, 21, 28, 35, 42, 49, 56, 53. Yeah, we have 53 power on board, and we've already been swinging. It'd be hard to lose from this position. It's pretty nasty. And then if anyone... Now, ready. Death Cat, what if someone were to try to mess with your game plan? All of our mere folk can sacrifice to counter a target spell. We currently have that on field 2 times over. And we have a Flare of Denial in hand. Like, we've had the backup the whole time. If anyone tried to stop this. Yeah. So we can also, if you want, we can dig for more answers. Yeah, Tribute Mage would be awesome if we didn't cast Dramatic Reversal. That would have gotten the combo. We would have gotten a Herald's Horn and been able to cast it with the mana we have available. Like, yeah. Very, very well built deck. I'm very happy with this one. This one turned out great. I think this one's a very fun deck. And if you haven't played a Merfolk Matters deck, highly suggest this deck. Cool. Sick. Sick, sick, sick. Our next deck is for Django. For Django. Yusri Fortune's Flame. Are y'all ready? Are y'all ready? Hope I didn't miss my commander deck. Carlton, are you today? We have... Were you listed? Did you see yours? It was Scott, Samuel, Django, Smoit, and Otter that we have on deck. Is one of you, or is one of those yours? Also, Pablo, if you are in the chat, your deck is not ready. I thought it was finished. It's at 89 cards. So, I will be putting you at the beginning of Thursday's stream. Don't worry. And I will make sure that you're the first one for the stream on Thursday. So I'm sorry about that mistake. That one needs 11 more cards. Let me cook on that one. It's almost done. Sorry to disappoint. I'm sorry to get your hopes up for today. Yes, this Yusri is the regular Yusri, most likely. Nice. Yeah, Pablo's gonna be sick. Got it. No, I think you're Thursday. You are Thursday. Don't worry, the calendar goes up. The calendar goes up tonight. Everyone's gonna know when their deck is gonna be shown on stream. I'm very excited for that. Let's switch the printing. So most people who play Yusri use this one, which is the box topper bundle. Okay, let's get into this. First, let me update this to my preferred printings of the cards, because right now it's in like Japanese and stuff. Is that? There's no way that's the cheapest. Okay, anyway. So, Yusri Fortune's Flame says, whenever Yusri Fortune's Flame attacks, choose a number between 1 and 5. Flip that many coins. For each flip you win, draw a card. For each flip you lose, Yusri deals 2 damage to you. If you won 5 flips this way, you may cast a spell from your hand this turn without paying any mana costs. Alright, y'all. The first thing in this deck, the most obvious thing that every Yusri deck wants to put in is the cheat card. Krarkstum. You get to flip 2 coins every time you attack, or every time you flip a coin now. So, this deck has a stupid amount of coin flip combos. We're going to go through them now that you know the thumb's here. We also have ways to make copies of the thumb. So you flip 3 coins instead of 2. Kind of important. And yes, it will be a non-legendary version of the copy. But yeah, they tried to stop us. Not going to happen. Okay, let's talk about this. So obviously, Krark in the list. Krark says whenever you cast any sorcery, flip a coin. There's a lot of things in this deck that get benefited off flipping a coin. We also have Okan, Eye of Chaos. It says at the beginning of combat on your turn, flip a coin until you lose a flip. Whenever a player wins a coin flip, double the power of Okuna. Yep. Yep. So whenever we flip a coin, if we win, we're going to make 2 treasures with Tavern Scoundrel. The most important part of this deck. This is a snap keep no matter what. If you see this card in your opening hand, you basically won the game. Now, the partner to Okan is Eye of Wisdom. It says at the beginning of combat on your turn, flip a coin until you lose a flip. Whenever a player wins a coin flip, draw a card. Spicy, spicy, spicy. There's a lot of ways to easily draw yourself through the entire deck. So we are, in fact, running Laboratory Maniac. And Jace Wielder of Mysteries. And then we're going to be running Ral Zarek. It says, -7, flip 5 coins, take an extra turn after this one for each one that comes up. Yeah. This is the coin flip deck. Very fun. Very, 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 very fun card. And then Crackling Spellslinger, it gives the next spell you cast Storm. Love this card. The card that we want to storm with in this deck is Stitch in Time. Flip a coin. If you win the flip, take an extra turn after this one. So let's say you cast Krark the Thumbless, right? And you also have Yusri out. Let's just, pretend this exists, right? And then, my friend, one of your buds casts a 1 CMC spell. Or you know what? They cast any spell. It doesn't matter, right? You cast Pact of Negation. And you have Krark's Thumb out. Ready? Cast Pact of Negation. Right? Cast Pact of Negation. This is what happened in my practice game, by the way. We're going to go through a real scenario that happened. This was on turn 6. Krark then, Krark did the Krark thing. It triggered, making me flip a coin for Pact of Negation. Then, I got to flip 2 coins because of Krark's Thumb. I chose to let Pact of Negation fail 9 times in a row. So Pact fizzled 9 times. Then, when it succeeded, I casted Crackling Spellslinger from my hand. I flashed it in. And then I cast Stitch Through Time, or Stitch in Time. It had Storm count 11. Yep. And I got to take 7 extra turns. Pretty good. Not bad. It's all right. Now, this is my favorite thing to do in this deck. So, there's going to become a point where all this coin flipping stuff we're talking about here, all this madness is going to come to a head, right? You're going to be flipping through your deck. You do not want to draw a land card when that happens, right, chat? Who wants to storm off and draw a bunch of lands? I don't want to. You don't want to, right? So, how about we take all the land cards out of our deck? Huh? 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 I don't know if you smell what the rock's cooking, but I don't want to hit a land when I'm storming off. Mana Severance. Gone. Only the good stuff. It's like cutting while working out. Only muscle. Lean, baby. No fat. Mana Clash. You and target opponent each flip a coin. Mana Clash deals 1 damage to each player whose coin comes up tails. Repeat the process until both players' coins come up heads on the same flip. I have watched this deal 40 damage to someone because of playing Mana Clash and having Krark's Thumb out. This happened on turn 3. I killed someone with Mana Clash on turn 3. I'd flip 2 coins. I would either get, a head and a tails, and then I'd always pick tails, or the very few times where I did come up double heads, my opponent flipped the tails. I did 40 damage to them on turn 3. I don't know what else to tell you. Next is Squeeze Revenge. Choose a number. Flip a coin that many times or until you lose a flip, whichever comes first. If you win all the flips, draw 2 cards for each flip. So much fun. So what we like to do here is says choose a number, flip a coin that many times. Tavern Scoundrel says when you win a coin flip, create 2 treasures. Squeeze Revenge and Tavern Scoundrel goes infinite. You just say, I'll flip infinite coins. Make infinite treasures. Easy peasy. This one's just fun. This one's just fun. Game of Chaos. Although that Drew Tucker art. It says, flip a coin. Target opponent calls heads or tails while coin is in the air. If the flip ends on your turn in your favor, you gain 1 life and the opponent loses 1 life. Otherwise, you lose 1 life and the opponent gains 1 life. Effect that prevents or redirects damage cannot be used to counter this. The winner of each round decides whether to continue. Double the stakes in each life each round. So much fun. So much fun. So, speaking of fun, let's have some fun. Let's play the deck. Let's get into it. All right. Ooh. Okay. No red, but we do have Ancient Tomb and a Basilisk Collar. Yeah, we really need the red here. I wasn't here a bit earlier, but do we have Zen? Yeah, we do. We do zombie, correct. We got Is It Boiler? So we only got 1 land. That's a pass. Mizzix Tower. Huh. It's a bit of a slow hand for me. Yeah, this is way more up our alley. Okay, cool. Awesome. Okay, first turn. We're going to go Shivan Reef, Brainstorm. So we draw 3. Oh, crap. We don't have a way to shuffle. I'm so used to having fetches. I forgot that. So this person had a budget, so I couldn't do fetches. Oh, yeah, Mads, if you want to hear me out, you got to be a member on the channel. Yeah, we're going to put those back. Yo, what's up, Andrew? Dude, thank you so much. Yeah, dude, the chaos is insanely fun. Insanely fun. I thought I had a fetch in this hand. Oh, wait, it doesn't matter. We don't need the fetch. We have Merchant Scroll. Everyone, big amens in the chat for Andrew VC. Let's get it up there, boys. We love it. Thank you so much for supporting the channel. Andrew, how are you doing today? Good to see you in chat. Thank you so much for the donation. You just helped me pay for the cleaning product that I just had to get because our cat decided to soil one of the cushions on our couch. So, thank you very much. I very much appreciate that. Next turn. Oh, yeah, we do draw a card. Sorry. Next turn is First Lake. Yeah, cats, exactly. Amen, Andrew. Thank you so much. You Merchant Scroll here. Now, this is where the fun starts. What? Which? Oh, man, there's so many instant or sorceries we could want out of this deck. This will be so much fun. Which one do we want? Do we want Mana Clash? Oh, it's blue. That's got to be blue. Never mind. We got to stay blue. We got to stay blue. We'll stay blue. Yeah, Stitch in Time. We'll put Stitch in Time in hand. That's awesome. Next turn, we're going to do the Frostborn Snarl, sadly tapped. But we will play out this Basilisk Collar, and then we're going to have Mental Misstep up if we need it during other people's turns. Doing great. Here to help with cleanup. Solid. Oh my gosh. Yeah, okay, there's so many things we get to do now in this deck. All right, let's just start it off. We're going to play Usury. All right. Turn 5. Oh, sweet. We have Stormcarved Coast. We're going to attack with Yusri, and let's flip 5 coins. Actions. Flip a coin. What is flip a coin? It's player, yeah. Flip a coin is 1. Okay, so heads, tails, heads, heads, tails. So for each flip you lose, we're going to do 2 damage. So we take 4. And then we're going to draw a card for each flip we won. 1, 2, 3. Awesome. Okay. Yeah, we probably want Sorcerer's Strongbox, because we want to draw a lot of cards next turn. And we're on turn 5, so we can land Arcane Signet into that. There we go. There we go. Awesome. Yeah, this deck will take practice. 100%. If you guys plan to play this deck, you got to Goldfish it. So this is the turn where it all happens. This is where you absolutely pop off. So we're going to play a land for turn. And now we're going to attack in with Yusri. Actually, I guess we do the Sorcerer's Strongbox first. Yeah. Flip a coin. Heads, we win. Draw 3 cards. And there's Omniscience. Okay. What's up, Spiral Eater? Welcome to the Kitten Court. Yeah, Edgar is nutty completely. Yeah, this deck has an insane amount of triggers. So here's what I'm thinking, guys. Do we want to attack him with Yusri now, or try to find something that will help us with Yusri flips, right? Right? Yeah, Shadow Spear, very cool. Very cool. So we're going to equip this, attack in, have the lifelink so we don't, hurt ourselves as much. And let's flip our coins. Heads, 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 heads. Hey, oh, we got the 5 heads. Oh, we draw 5 cards. We play Omniscience. Well, yep. Draw a card. Yep. Okay, there it is. We got the combo. Okay. Fabricate. We go get Krark's Thumb. Put that in. And then from here on, we're able to Stitch in Time. Come up heads, get an extra turn. We have no maximum hand size, so we can continue the turn knowing we have another turn from there. Boom, boom, boom. That is so much fun. Yeah, exactly. Omniscience just wins from here. Oh my god, the 5 naturals, baby. Oh man, what a fun deck. Simply just win 4 flips, or 5 flips, forehead. Just win the flips, Oh, if you guys did not know this, I may actually have it with me. Do I? Nope, it's downstairs. Wizards of the Coast years ago made an official coin. Let me find it. They made 2. Wizards of the Coast MTG official coin. Here it is. You see this, guys? It says Game Center. It was tokens, right? These are weighted. They always flip on this side. Do not let anyone show it. Do not let anyone use these coins. It's cheating. Oh my gosh. Oliver, hey, sorry. Don't be sorry. This is what I'm here for. I'm here to talk. I am a few minutes behind. I think you mixed up Squeeze Revenge and Tavern Scoundrel going infinite. Isn't the combo Tavern Scoundrel and Frenetic a freet? Squeeze stops flipping if you lose. Let's double check that. Ooh. We haven't had someone clarify me on rules in a while. I hope you did catch something. It says, or until you lose a flip. Ah, very good. Yeah, you're right. We're thinking of Phonetic Efreet, which is the other enchantment in the deck. Thank you, Oliver. We were thinking of Phonetic Efreet. Let's grab that real quick so you guys can see this. Where did I put it? There it is. Frenetic and Free. It says, pay 0, flip a coin. That goes infinite. Thank you so much. I think within the jumble of Strimmarooning, I said the wrong card. Thank you. Let's go, Spiral. Welcome to the family. And again, thank you to Andrew. Thank you so much for the donation. Yeah. That's why we always use dice. Exactly. Yep, coin flips are never 50-50. Yep. Awesome, y'all. Django, I hope you enjoy your deck. That was a really fun one to make. I think we really we cooked. We cooked real hard. We cooked real hard on that one. But next up, okay, guys, I have to tee this deck up. This is going to make no sense. The order is very out there. What I was asked to make is very far out there compared to what you're about to see. Like it is not going to make any sense. So, let me show you guys what this is all about. First off, I wonder why my camera is so, oh, that's why. Okay, cool. There we go. Okay. So let's talk about this. I was asked to make a deck for somebody with the spirit of Christmas, and it's also Elves Matter. So they wanted me to make a deck themed around either red-green, white-red, or white-green, or everything combined. They wanted it to be a deck full of elves, and they wanted it to be Christmas themed. Are we all clear on that? Oh, Mads, thank you so much. Welcome to the Kitten Court. Hey, by the way, you new Kitten Court members, you got access to the vlog series now on the channel. We have a new vlog coming up. Hear me out coming up. Let's go. So the theme of today, Hans Eriksson, is elves, kindred, Christmas themed fling deck. That's the theme. Mads, welcome to the Kitten Court, baby. You know what? I'm gonna make a celebration animation for when people join. That'll be fun. It's a very specific deck. I agree. But let's get into this. I don't know if you guys know this. My last name, IRL, means Christmas in Italian. It is literally just the word Christmas. So, not only is it the day my Lord and Savior was born, amen, but Christmas is more of a feeling, the season. And I feel like all of us, right, when it's Christmas time, we have two emotions. We have the stress of our family bickering, right? Because all of us have family that maybe they don't actually have like active live confrontation, but they bother each other, right? And then we have the peace and the enjoyment of the Christmas season. Like, it's very peaceful, right? There's so many amazing things, especially if you're lucky enough to have people in your life that make it a comfortable season, that care for you and cook for you, and you have family. So you have those two things, right? So I made a deck that just encompasses all of that. Hans Eriksson says, whenever he attacks, reveal the top card of your library. If it's a creature card, put it onto the battlefield tapped, and attacking defending player. Otherwise, put that card in your hand. When you put a creature card onto the battlefield this way, it fights Hans Eriksson. So when your family does come over to join you for Christmas, they'll get in a fight with you, just like Hans Eriksson. Yo, Hades Box, welcome to the Kitten Court. How you doing? So excited to have your Hear Me Outs. And also, enjoy the vlog series. We're going to have another vlog up either tonight or tomorrow. Hope you're excited. What is up? So yeah, Hans Eriksson is a flavor win because he looks like Kris Kringle. They look like Santa. And your relatives fight you when they come over. See? It's perfect. And he defends you. He's great. So, this is an Elves Matter deck. Allosaurus Shepherd. Green spells can't be countered. We got a lot of green spells. Makes sense. We have our usual suspects. Arbor Elf, Paradise Mantle, Elvish Mystic, Boreal Druid, Finhorn Elves, and Llanowar Elves. But we have an unusual suspect. Copperhorn Scout. This is one of my new favorite cards. I think, for a fact, I'm putting this card in so many decks on my channel, the price is bound to go up at this point. Enough people see these decks and buy these decks. I could see this card going up in price, especially the original foil. So I would highly suggest going and buying the original foil before like people figure out how cracked this card is. Because it says whenever it attacks, untap every creature you control. This card basically says 1 mana, all of your creatures have more than vigilance. Because sometimes you're tapping your creatures for mana, and now they're untapped for main phase 2. It's insane. Like, I played this in Najeela, by the way. It's really good in Najeela. Yeah. Exactly, 8-bit. It's in the bulk deck. Exactly. It's a crazy 1-drop, right? It's insane. Also, the art. If you know what I'm saying. Pretty good looking art. So, Goblin Anarchaeomancer. So, it says, each spell you cast that's red or green costs 1 less to cast. We love making things cost less. After that, y'all, I ain't going to sugarcoat it. Alright. We just got through the elves. I'm going to go back on why each one's important later. But, the biggest thing is none of these elves have high enough power to kill the commander when they come in and fight him. That was the important part. Now, we're going to get back to the elves because they're important. We have an elf that's a combo piece. So we have Argothian Elder. This combos with Kodama of the East Tree and one of our game changers, Gaia's Cradle. So, Argothian Elder says untap 2 lands. So we're going to target Gaia's Cradle. The second land that we're going to talk about? You know what the second land is, y'all? It's itself. We're going to make Argothian Elder a land via Ashaya Soul of the Wild. And now you get infinite land untapped with Argothian Elder. So that's how we go infinite in this deck. One of the many ways. One of the many ways. Then you can now instead untap Argothian Elder once you have the infinite mana and Selvala and filter the mana. Then you can activate Rada Heart of the Keld. Pump everything infinitely. There's so many things you can do from here. It's crazy. And then we also can infinitely replay our elves through portions of this and draw out our deck if you want to. But the big thing is no matter which one of these things you choose to do, you end it by slamming either a Crater Hoof, an infinite finale of devastation, or since we have so many elves, make all of our elves base power and toughness 5/5 with Allosaurus Shepherd for a measly 6 mana. And then attacking with an army of 5/5 elves that all have a couple +1/+1 counters on them due to the other Anthem effects in this deck. Or if you're like me and you don't want to think, my favorite thing to do in this deck is Kodama. So Kodama is going to allow us to cheat things into play with our commander. If Kodama's out and then Hans Eriksson triggers, let's say we flip the top of our library and we flip over Elvish Archdruid. Elvish Archdruid will come down, Kodama will trigger, and now anything that is equal or less than the CMC of whatever just came down, i.e. the Elvish Archdruid, gets to go onto the battlefield for free. It's a green mini Omnusi. It's awesome. Very fun. Now, I left in one of my favorite one of my favorite characters in all of Dungeons & Dragons, Wulfgar of Icewind Dale. If you guys have not read a TSR novel or know what that is, I'm begging you, if you have an Audible account, if you have something, go read the original Dungeons & Dragons books. They are amazing. I'm not going to say they're life-changing. They can be, especially if you relate to the characters, but I am obsessed with them. I love them. So Wulfgar of Icewind Dale is 5 mana. He has melee, and it says if a creature you control attacking would cause a triggered ability of a permanent you control, it triggers an additional time. So this is going to double up our Santa triggers. We also have some cool elves like Elvish Bard. All creatures able to block Elvish Bard do so. So allows us to get in with everything. Ooh, hear me out. Ginger Brute. Oh! Oh, I love that. Oh my gosh, what a great hear me out. Gold freaking star. Oh my gosh. Yes. Yes. We gotta have Ginger Brute in the cookie. In the cookie deck. In the Christmas deck. I love this. Yes. Yes, 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 a million times. Awesome. I love it. I love Ginger Brute. Oop. Wrong card. There we go. Love it, love it, love it, love it. Let's talk about Ginger Brute. Ginger Brute says haste, and it says pay 1 mana, Ginger Brute can't be blocked, and then for 2 mana, you can sacrifice, gain 3 life. That's just an awesome, like, it's still Christmas deck. They did want this deck to be bracket 4. That doesn't mean this deck's going to be insanely competitive. It just means they wanted it to go all the way while staying consistent to the theme. So, without further ado, our enchantments. Unnatural Growth. We make all of our elves 5/5s with Allosaurus Shepherd, and a natural growth makes them all 10/10s. Very easy to win the game through that. Pain for All. Whenever our commander gets fought by an entering creature, boom! Not Dragonlance. It's called TSR. It's the Forgotten Realms. Dragonlance is really good. That's a different printing company, though. We're talking about the Forgotten Realms. I like Dragonlance, too. I have all... I will post a picture in the Discord after this stream and show you guys how many Dungeons & Dragons books I own. So, story time. Story time, chat. So, every year, me and my wife travel across the entire state of North Carolina and South Carolina. And we do something called the book crawl. That means we go to every single used bookstore within a 200-mile radius. And then we get a stamp for each one we go to. And if you finish the whole thing, you get like a goodie bag at the end, or a tote. It's really cute. And so I searched every single used bookstore in a 200-mile radius for every original Dungeons & Dragons novel and Dragonlance novel. They're like 50 cents, $1. Like, when you find them at these bookstores, they don't know what they are. They don't care. So I have bought literally all of them for like, I'd get like 20 of them for like $14. So yeah, for like 3 years now, I've been collecting. My collection's massive. It's really cute. Yeah, me and my wife love it. Oh, R.A. Salvatore, 8-bit cast. R.A. Salvatore is in my top 5. Top 5 of all time. He's incredible. I've read about 9 of his books, I think. Probably about 9. If you like to read or listen to books, I cannot suggest enough The Wheel of Time. Oh, 8-bit. Oh, 8-bit. Oh, 8-bit. Ooh, I am about to make your day, Undying Light. What is my opinion? Oh, the front side. I thought. Okay, cool. The front side's decent. It doesn't change the deck at all for me. Not at all. No. I don't think there's any reason to play into the front side now. Thank you for asking. I thought you were about to say, would I play the new card? And I was going to be like, I got a whole video for you, buddy. But no, it didn't change anything for me. It didn't. Yep, Drizzt is incredible. The Icewind Dale trilogy. The Dark Elf trilogy is amazing. The original Dark Elf trilogy for TSR is incredible. I'm also on Oathbreaker, the Brandon Sanderson novel right now. I'll say this. I'm not a huge Brandon Sanderson fan. I think the books are good. The first 2 books aren't my favorite. I'm really enjoying Oathbringer, the 3rd book. I am really enjoying Oathbringer. It's very good. So yeah, let's play the deck, y'all. Let's play test. Let's get it on. Ooh. Oh, God. Yeah, we're keeping this hand. Holy crap. Joe Abercrombie. Listen, not trying to make this into Joe Abercrombie. Am I saying that Abercrombie? Who's that? Definitely look into that. Okay, y'all, we're about to do something nuts. Get ready. Oh my God. All right. Taiga. Rome Mox. Disciple of Freyles. Goblin Archaeomancer. Arcanomancer. Land. Into Hans Eriksson. The total cost of this deck, we'll get into that. This is a pretty expensive deck because they asked for it in bracket 4. So we have a turn 2 Hans Eriksson. And a land, Elvish Mystic, Mana Vault, attack trigger, Leaf Crown Visionary goes onto the battlefield. Oh yeah, so we would want to keep that back until after tax to know it goes in. Wow. Second main, Elvish Mystic, draw a card due to that. Utopia Sprawl, Mana Vault. So let's organize our battlefield here. So we got mana down here. Utopia Sprawl, Hans Eriksson, more mana, Leaf Crown Visionary, and then our elves have +1/+1. Okay, next turn. Ooh! Ooh! Oh my God! Hammer of Nazan onto Hans Eriksson, so now he's got indestructible and +2. Jesus! Attack. Oh, it just goes in hand. Just disgusting. This elf would go into... You're right, because Hans would deal more damage than its toughness. That is correct. Yeah. That's fun. That's fun. Let's see what else we can get going here. Yeah, Tyler, good catch. I forgot it says other elves, not all elves. So I thought it was a 2/2. Good catch. This hand's okay. It doesn't have much ramp, though, so we're going to send that one back. Nope. There we go. There we go. Oh, yeah. Oh, yeah, this is great. Cool. We'll bottom the Moss, right? No, we'll bottom Kazul. No, Kazul's also a land, right? Yeah, we'll bottom the Moss Valley. Yeah. Okay, so we're down to 6. Draw for turn. Command Tower. Finhorn Elves. Next turn. Oh, that's funny. That's funny. And that's Hans Eriksson on turn 2 again. Happens. It happens. You know, whatever. Bloodstained Mire. We'll go get our Taiga. Bonk. I'm going to say we want the Swiftfoot Boots on him. Give him the haste. Attack. Flip the top card. It's just a land. Put it into hand. Next turn. Land. Ooh. How do I want to handle this? Yeah, we'll do Leaf Crown for sure. We'll attack, flip the top cards, just a land again. That's okay. That's okay. Next turn. Hitting a lot of lands. It happens, though. Spire Garden. We're 1 mana off casting Timber. So we'll keep this up, and then we have... Oh, actually, no. We can put Blighted Woodlands out for now. Yeah. Okay, cool. We'll play the Utopia Sprawl. Attack. See what's on top. It's Mana Vault. Goes into hand. Okay, there we go. Mana Vault. Turn Timber. Look at the top 7 cards of your library. You may put a creature card among them onto the battlefield. If that card has converted mana cost 3 or less, enters with additional +1/+1. So, top 7. Okay, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Heck yeah. Alishora's Shepherd. Going. And then the rest go to the bottom of our library. Love it. Bottom of library. Cool. Next turn, attack. Oh, and then also we would have drawn a card. Sorry. So this is our attack. Copperhorn comes down. And then we can, it'll survive the Hans Eriksson because of Leaf Crown Visionary. And then at the, and then we'll draw as well through Leaf Crown Visionary. Then we can cast Mage Main Armor, put down the Ancient Tomb, and then have Deflecting Swat and Kazul's Fury as backups right now. We would have done 20 damage that turn too. Next turn, Circle of Dreams, Druid. Get to draw a card off that. Reclamation Sage, we get to draw a card off that. Oh, nice. We don't have the mana to cast it, but a Natural Growth wins us next turn, which is pretty cool. And we can pump our elves. Yeah, I'd say due to the fact we had to stick to only elves Christmas themed deck, this turned out fine. I think this is a fun deck for the theme. I would change it a lot if it wasn't for the theme, but this is still pretty cool. I think we can be happy with this deck. I think it's pretty solid. Normally Hans Eriksson wants to flip bigger things, but I like it. I'm happy with what we were able to do given the theme restriction. All right, Otter. You're on deck. You're on deck, Otter. It's time. It is time. Are you ready? Yeah, it plays pretty good. Otter. By the way, Otter is a wizard of the court. If you guys don't know that, that means Otter has ordered a deck every week. He's doing the buy 3, get 1 free deal. Yep. It is time for the most disturbing Tasha's deck I've ever created. I hate myself for making this. I'm a bad person, and you did this to me, Otter. End of story. This is 1,000,000,000% a Geneva suggestion. This deck is flat evil. Tyler, I have been keeping up with Spider-Man spoils. I have to say, I hate it. I hate seeing Spider-Man on Magic cards. The mechanics of the cards, they're fine. There's nothing wrong. I mean, I'm a little like, hear me out. There's a new card that's a 6 mana enchantment that says whenever you attack, make a copy, and it's non-legendary of a creature, right? The art is just the Spider-Man pointing at each other meme. One of the coolest new enchantments Magic has put out ever has a Spider-Man meme art, and that's the only art available for it. That's it. Like, dude, that sucks. I hate that. Like, I hate that so much. Ugh. But I'm over it. I get that. That's where Magic's headed. Oh well. I'm not going to yuck other people's yum. If you enjoy it, I'm happy for you. It just sucks for me. Let's get Tasha on board for the currently being brewed Commander. Ba-doop-ba-doo. Save that one up. Yeah. Dude, you're going to be so excited with this. Okay, let's get into this disgusting deck. This is just awful. Oh, they're not? 8-bit? Where'd you read that? They're not going to keep up Universes Beyond the way they're doing? Interesting. All right. Archmage Emeritus allows us to draw cards every time we cast an instant or sorcery. This deck is rocking a total number of 24 instant or sorcery spells. It's not the biggest, most dense thing for this deck, but trust me, we're going to be stealing a lot of instant or sorceries. So I was worried when you saw this, you were like, Archmage with only 24 instant or sorceries? That's not going to draw me many cards. You're going to be playing other people's stuff. Don't worry. So let's get into the small stuff first and then get into the big stuff as we go on. We're going to sort by mana value here. Okay, so Dothy Voidwalker. It's on Discord. It's an article. Thank you very much. There was an Exodus Commander in the thumbnail. Yes, Flubsy. The Exodus Commander wasn't finished. I thought it was. There's only 89 cards in that deck. I'm not done with it, so that's going to be on the Thursday stream. It's Pablo's deck. I've been working on it pretty hard. They were having issues where Exodus's backside, where you need tokens to sacrifice, ends up creating a more, well, generic play pattern where you just sack tokens, make tokens, cast the backside of Exodus. And so I made something way unique where you mostly cast the front side of Exodus and then eventually Hail Mary the backside. Yeah. Well, that's interesting. The no tax on tips, including streamers. What? No tax on tip? What? Who would what now? I know how to pay taxes? What? That would be kind of nice. Heck yeah. So Dothy Voidwalker says whenever a card an opponent has is put into the graveyard, exile it instead. You can then steal it and play it later by activating Dothy. Dothy is incredible. And by the way, if you want to be cool, get this art for it. It's incredible. It's going down in price right now. I really want to pick one up really bad. Oh, the big beautiful bill thing. Oh, okay. Flux Channeler. Whenever you cast a non-creature spell, proliferate. So we want to be proliferating our queen. That's why it's in the deck. Night Veil Spectre. Whenever Night Veil Spectre deals combat damage to a player, that player exiles the top card of his or her library. You may play the cards exiled with this. There's a lot more cards like this in the deck, such as Thief of Sanity, Gonti, Part 2 Electric Boogaloo, Rev Tithe Extractor, Xanathar, Brain Stealer, the Elder Brain. So as you can see, bing, 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 bing. Yo, what's up, Kevin? Thank you for another gifted membership, dude. Who'd you gift it to? You gave it to Pablo. Everyone, big Kevin's in the chat. We all love Kevin here. Everyone, big amens for Kevin. Big amens for Kevin. Very happy Pablo received it on top of all that. Kevin, I heard you had the second job, dog. Was excited. The business is going well, dude. Love that Kevin to Pablo connection. We also have Hostage Taker and other things that steal cards. But in general, every single creature we just talked about, all of them, steal cards and let you play them. So let's just get that one out the way. Next, let's animate other people's stuff in their graveyards. You know, even if they get the passes. Let's reanimate. Let's go down to enchantments. Let's animate dead. Why not? So we want to steal things out of graveyards too, unless anyone slips past us. Oh, I didn't read Tasha's, by the way. We should talk about that. Tasha says, whenever you cast a spell you don't own, create a 3/3 black demon. So, Mommy's got her men. The queen has her subjects. They will be defending her at all costs. And then also says, +1, draw a card for each opponent, exile up to 1 target instant sorcery from that player's graveyard, and put a page counter on it. And for the -3, you may cast a spell from one of those without paying their mana cost, baby. So, of course, we do like to put cards exiled with page counters. So that's really important. So we want to activate them multiple times. In order to do that, we put in the Chain Veil and or Rings of Brighthearth. So we can activate twice and trigger it twice. Again, guys, thank you so much to Kevin for bringing Pablo to the Kitten Court. Welcome to the Kitten Court, Pablo. Happy to have you. Kevin, I hope you're doing well. But I thought it would be funny to turn Tasha into a Planeswalker creature. All right? Did you put Arvinox in the deck? Arvinox? I don't even see that. Arvino. Oh. Arvinox. No, Arvinox is not into the deck. Due to it being such a high mana cost, and we already have a high curve on our big spells. This deck already has a lot of high CMC. So we obviously still want to mill people so we can steal things. So we are running Maddening Cacophony and Fractured Sanity. And then we're running Tasha. We're going to be running Tasha's Hideous Laughter. Duh. We love that. And then when we're ready, Praetor's Grasp, baby. Yoink. Go take a card you know is in someone's deck. Take it out. We have Rise of the Dark Realms because we are milling people, so we would like to take all of their creatures. It's kind of nice. Treasure Cruise because we also get milled, and so we're going to be able to draw 3 cards. And then Extract from Darkness, more stealing. And then one I actually didn't know exists, so don't sue me. Sorceress Squall. Why is it called Sorceress Squall? It sounds like the name of a creature. I don't know. But this is evil, Blainable. This bracket is evil. So this is bracket 4 in order to be evil. So it's not competitive bracket 4. It says, Delve. Target opponent mills 9 cards. Then you may cast an instant or sorcery from that player's graveyard without paying its mana cost. If that spell will be put into the graveyard, exile instead. This thing slaps in a deck where we're all milling each other and you got a lot of cards to delve. Very good card. After that, it's the generic, really good stuff. Mana Drain, Drown in the Loch, Cyclonic Rift, Dark Ritual, Vampiric Tutor, Cabal Ritual. I did not include any counter spells in this list unless they are insanely easy to play for free and or they benefit us. I don't even put Force of Will because I don't want to exile blue card from my hand. I probably want to cast that blue card. So the only interaction we're running is Fierce Guardianship, Mana Drain, Drown in the Loch. That's it. This deck is pure gas. Ooh, Surgical and Extirpate. Ooh, like Surgical Extraction? Gives the ability to search library to know. Oh, yeah. So you can look through it. Yeah, I like that. That's very evil. I think Surgical Extraction would be absolutely hilarious. I totally agree. And then Extirpate. Let's do a Hear Me Out on that one. Let's do a Hear Me Out and Extirpate. Am I spelling it right? Extirpate? Is that it? Extirpate, yeah. So it's the split second card. Choose target card in a graveyard. Yeah, okay, so it's the same thing. Yeah, I think definitely we can put in Extirpate as well. Those are both very fun. Yeah, Muddle the Mixture is also really good and it's a tutor. Totally agree with that. I think Muddle fits in the deck too. Very good Hear Me Out 8-bit. Totally agree. Let's put in Muddle as well. I'm pretty familiar with what is in my pod's decks, so it'd be pretty easy. Yeah, true. It is also good graveyard hate because you're milling people, Otter Pirate. So Kevin's got a point. It would allow you to exile something out of someone's graveyard they may be looking to reanimate if you're not reanimating it. So it could be a little bit of a non-bow due to the fact we also have a reanimation. Otter Pirate, as you know, we love this combo. We've got the Blood Chief's Ascension with Mind Crank and, of course, Mnemonic Betrayal. If you guys aren't familiar with this combo, once we've got at least 3 counters onto our Blood Chief's Ascension, these cards allow us to instantly win the game because it says whenever an opponent loses life, that player puts that many cards from the top of their library into their graveyard. And Blood Chief's Ascension, due to those cards going to the graveyard, makes them lose life and it goes into an infinite loop, as well as Mnemonic Betrayal is a really easy way to kill them as well. Perplex as well. Yeah. Agreed. That's also a good position. I like the low CMC though. So let's go ahead and give it a little play test. Dear God. That is an opening hand. Christ. Okay. Oh, we don't have black in our opening hand. Crap. Shoot. This hand would be so nasty. Dang it. Yeah. Oh, we drew it. Never mind. Flooded Strand. Let's go. Oops. Put that back. Underground Sea. Close and shuffle. And then before our next turn, we Vampiric Tutor. Boop. And we are going to go get ourselves a Heuristic Study. Bonk. Put that on top. Draw it. We're going to Castle Locthwin. And then we can chill out for this turn. You know, if we want to. But one of the big things we can do is you can either Dark Ritual here for Ristic Study or wait for Dark Ritual for Tasha's next turn. So that would be the right thing to do. I'm going to show you the fun thing to do now instead of, you know, oh, Wish. Oh, I love Hades Bach. That's awesome. That's awesome. So instead of going for what I just said, I think what would be much more fun is going for Jet Medallion. So on turn 2, it's Jet Medallion. So that way for the rest of the game, you can play stuff for cheap. Turn 3, we're going to go Island. We'll pay 2 for Dimir Signet. We'll then tap Dimir Signet, Dark Ritual, Tasha, and then draw a card. And then everyone's going to exile cards off the top. And then we're going to Mox Diamond. Next turn, draw a card. Underground River. Now, you can -3 Tasha here and go ahead and make your first demon so we have a blocker, because we probably need that now. We have Deadly Rollick, so we can kill anything that tries to attack Tasha on top of all that. And we have the mana for 4 mana to cast Extract from Darkness. And then we're going to get to play a card, or we get a creature. So we'll say we get someone's creature. Boom. Next turn. Draw a card through Tasha. Ooh, and now we have Praetor's Grasp and Muddle to go tutor any win condition we want. Ugh. All right, what are we muddling for? What's the muddle target? So we have Animate Dead. We have Demonic Tutor. We have Mindcrank. Oh. I think it's Muddle into Demonic Tutor into Displacer Kitten. Because we have 8 mana. So next turn, next turn, draw a card through Tasha, Deadly Rollick, flicker Tasha, draw a card, Castle Vantress, Praetor's Grasp, flicker Tasha, draw a card, play someone else's card, make a demon, Midnight Clock, flicker Tasha, draw a card. Dude, this is awesome. I love Displacer Kitten in this deck. Oh my god. I might need to build this myself. This looks fun. Oh, Jesus. Yuck. Yuck. Oh, jeez. All right, guys. That's it for stream today. That was our 5 decks for the day. That was fun. Otter, I'm excited to hand you the finished version of this deck later today. Y'all, if you enjoyed today's stream and you would like to get yourself, into the Discord, head on over to the Patreon. Yeah, minions, we steal the moon. Yeah, so I'll be uploading deck lists onto the Discord for all of you that would like it. And then as well as that, if you guys want to be featured, you want a deck, make sure to head on to the Patreon, get your own deck. That'd be awesome. And then if you did not join this stream at the beginning, when I end stream here in a little bit, go back and watch the beginning. We hosted a town hall. So we talked about all the new things coming to the channel, and we revealed all the new stuff and projects that are coming. So without further ado, guys, I'm going to do some prayer requests. We're going to have an open prayer request form here soon. So I'm going to go ahead and do the ones that were DM'd to me, but don't worry if you weren't in this prayer request today. These prayer requests are going out to those who DM'd me, and we're going to be having a prayer request form. So at the end of every stream, we'll pray for you. And then, yeah, Malacrosis, you are a pillar in this community. You've been here for like 7 years. Thank you so much. Kevin and you, big time. Thank you so much. All right, y'all. It's time. Here we go. Lord, thank you so much for this community. Thank you so much for the support everyone gives one another. Thank you so much for this community, for me. Praise that I've been able to be a better husband, be a better shepherd of my home because of this job. It's freed me up. I've been able to be there for my nephews. I just thank you so much to everyone who supports me in order to do all this. Lord, I'd love to lift up 2 people that DM'd, Andrew as well as Brian. Both DM'd me saying that they're going to college and it's a bit scary. And I want to praise that. Let them be scared. Let that will be done, but that is going to teach them so much, and that you are going to protect them. I ask that they make great friends, great connections, but overall they have a desire for you in their heart, and they're going to see that you are bigger than all things. You are bigger than everything, that nothing is more important. No grade, no party, no amount of money, nothing. And that love always wins. Love always wins. And we pray. Amen. Guys, thank you so much. Thank you for all of the deck submissions. I'm very excited for Thursday. We have 8 decks this Thursday. 8. It's going to be hype. So, yeah, I'm really excited to see y'all Thursday. This has been awesome. Great stream. Thank you guys so much. Bye-bye. See you guys. See you Thursday. Video tomorrow. Yes, video tomorrow. Be you looking out. We got a video tomorrow, baby. See you guys. Bye-bye.